Oh, you thought this was going to be a fun video? Still not entertained? Well, we just absolutely got pounded by a hailstorm. All right, so tomorrow's a big fish day. I need to fuel up the night before. I need something that's going to stick to my ribs, right? You don't get a body like this from not doing things like this, okay? Actually, I've been on somewhat of a health kick, so this is something kind of out of my wheelhouse lately, but I'm going to do something called a crack burger. I saw it on the internet, so blame them for it, I guess. Take the Hamburg, whatever's on sale. They all say, oh, use this. I bought the cheapest one. Bacon. Take your bacon, and he chopped it up. I'm just going to rip it up. I got all the time in the world, because right now, done. So this is where things get a little interesting. You add a ranch packet. That looks like enough. I'm not measuring. We're just going to wing it. Add the cheese. With the cheese tax. Sour cream. And that's what you got. Pull that off. Now, the guy was using gloves. Why use protection? It's more fun there. Should have used a bigger bowl. The bowl's too small. And I'm already committed. Let's make some balls. I got white stuff everywhere. Heck, Kate's gonna think that's all I'm doing while she's gone. So I'm gonna hope that my heart can hold up, because I'm gonna have to eat all these within the next couple of days. Yikes. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention that the bacon is pre-cooked. So pre-cook the bacon and then throw it in. Now we sit back and wait. And also we have a new neighbor. Would you look at that? It's the first one I've seen up here. And I've been here for a while. Doing this is a new seltzer. Just kidding, it's soda. It's zero sugar soda. It's pretty good. Tastes like Diet Coke. Temu version of Diet Coke, but it doesn't have all that crap in it. It has like 3 ingredients, which probably still kill you early like everything else. Might as well tie a new fly line while I'm sitting here. So I'm not sure what to use tomorrow. I got a PMD from the local guy. He said those hit hard, but he also said he's been running a worm. That's what the worm looks like. And he says he hits on the worm all the time. Well, I've had the worm on there, and I've had no luck with the worm. This is called a strike indicator, okay? Get with the times, it's not a bobber. So I'm trying a kind of different rig setup. Put my weights up at the front. Somebody recommended to do it, and I will try anything to catch a fish. If you watched last week's video, you know I'm struggling with it right now. Tomorrow is redemption. I'm going early. I'm doing it. I'm going to be in the water for like 4 hours until I catch a fish. I don't care how big it is. It could be a minnow. Catching a fish tomorrow. Let's check the burgers. Boy, they smell good. Dang. I'm going to get grease burns over here. Oh yeah, look at that. It's not really looking like the TikTok, but we'll figure it out. So I got my tippet. These are all things I'm learning, okay? I'm going to tie it right to my clasp I have on there, so probably do like that much. Sometimes I don't know how the older people do this. tell you, I'm getting pretty good at this. All right, let's go check on this again. She's really rolling the steam. Well, they're not really holding together. Yeah, it's gonna be like nachos for me by the time I'm all said and done. That's all right. Thinking I wang too much sour cream to it. She's a little sloppy. Okay, so they didn't come out as pretty as I wanted them, but let's try it anyway. Gonna throw a little mayo. Ketchup. The good ketchup. Kind of gives me like a Sloppy Joe vibe. Let's give it a whirl. It may not look appetizing, but it's really good. I'm gonna get off camera for this. I'll be back later. Are you hungry for breakfast? There you go, good girl. We're going fishing this morning. I started off a little later than I wanted to. Alright, I stayed up a little too late. I couldn't fall asleep last night. Just is what it is. Probably too antsy to catch the big one. I already scoped out the spot I want to go to today. It's not that far away. We had a little bit of rain this morning. I don't mind getting a little wet. I'm going to be waist deep in water anyway. I fooled you on the Folgers, didn't I, a little bit? You're like, oh, this guy's a Folger drinker. I am. I got nothing against it. But we got that Clockwork coffee in Mississippi from our good friends, the Silver Rolling Turd. Well, I think we're ready to hit the road. It's one of those mornings where you just hope you have everything. I double checked, but I didn't triple check. And knowing me, triple checking's a pretty big deal. Okay? I have a rule of thumb. It's going to take me at least 2 times to unlock and lock the door when I leave, because I always forget something and I gotta go back in. Look at the mountains this morning. Kind of looks like the Smoky Mountains. I can honestly say that I would shovel out these stalls if they would let me live on this ranch. This has got to be the nicest ranch that I've seen in this canyon. Look at that. Oh man, that's what I would want. Not some giant lodge. It's literally this beautiful pasture with a decent house, and the thing's immaculate. Come on, I hope you're watching. Let me park the brink there. Oh boy, you are in the shelf over here. Oh man, there's a shelf here. Boy, that was a big one I had on there. I twisted my line all up. Boy, look at this. He knotted this thing up so bad. Spent like half an hour retying the line, and it's still not right, so. But hey, you know what? I'm happy with that. Nobody came out and played. Tell you, this spot wasn't easy to get into. Look at this mud. Oh, it eats you up. I'm trying to go around it. That was better. I'm gonna call that a win. You saw that fish I had on the line. That was the only one I had bite today. And I saw one. I saw a fish. No, Doc, you had me convinced that this was easy. It's very hard. It's okay. Keep learning. Head back to see the doggy. All right, so I just got home, took a shower, and I noticed the Wi-Fi wasn't working. It must have been a good storm that rolled through. That's not supposed to be like that. Jeez. Ah, never ends. Well, that's the second time that's happened to me. So I guess I'm gonna have to stop doing that. Okay, so after a long, hard day, got this hat. Really represent the scratches back home. Got a little ribeye action, and I got some special secret sauce that you're gonna want to check out. This is the only stuff to get right here. With a heavy layer. Ain't gonna hurt you. Alright, final product. Looks pretty good to me, even though I know I'm the chef. Oh yeah. Sorry babe, it's one of my best. I had a little leftover bacon just to seal the deal for my arteries. There's a guy I used to work with at the mill, called him Howie. And he'd literally eat a ribeye and bacon every shift. So this one's for you, Howie. You ever think of the people you used to work with? I was just talking about one today. To a guy I just met who's a couple campers down. I've worked with a lot of cool people over the years and I still remember him. I was just telling a story about, there was a guy that I used to work with and I told him where I was from and he asked me, well, do you know this person? He's a teacher at the school I went to. And I said, yep. I said, he was my history teacher. He goes, oh, well, we were best friends in high school. And then I got thinking about all the stories that my history teacher would tell about his childhood and him drinking and all this stuff. He would tell us. He was the only straight shooting teacher we had in the school. Well, I mean, there's a couple that I remember. Anyway, but he said, I had a friend and he had a Chevelle and he could burn the tires on every gear. Well, that was the guy that I used to work with. Just funny how it's a small world out there. I've met some amazing people over the years, that's for sure. And when you're doing this lifestyle too, you just meet so many awesome people out on the road. And for the most part, everybody's friendly. And no, not too friendly. I know what you're thinking. You old pineapple, you dirty dog. All those people just swing on by. I think I'm going to call it for the day, guys. I'll see you tomorrow. Okay, so it's a brand new day off from yesterday. Had a little problem. Can you see the problem? Something doesn't look right. So the old corker blew out on me. I think it blew out when I fell into that hole there in the river. Oh boy. We're in the shelf over here. She's shot, by the way. So I'm still on this mission to land the fish. We're going to do a little switch up. We're going to try some dry fly from the bank today. It's been raining all morning, so I've just been kind of hanging out, doing some editing. Imagine that. You'll like this spot. Also, I've been having issues with my mics, so if you hear the audio cutting in and out, just bear with me. Well, I was going to try to bring the doggy with me today, but it's just too much work. She's just up and down, and there's horses over here at the access, and we got a show off between the herding dog and the horses, and I just don't want to wind the horses up, so back to the camper she went. You know, I'm getting to them a little late. It's pretty eerie. Getting to them a little late. They may be full by now. Just saying. The bellies may be full. But I don't have my boots or my waders, so I'm just doing the old Crocs and shorts, which is what I'm really good at. So I'm hoping this gives me some luck today. Brutal. Let's try not to fall down. Catch everything but a fish with the hook. Well, I didn't have any luck there, so we're going to try a new spot. And this is actually somebody's private land that they have an easement through. And you have to stay in between these stakes. If you step outside the stakes, you're trespassing. And I feel like I'm in the kind of neck of the woods where if you do that, there'll be a revolver waiting for you on the other side. So we'll just stay right here between the posts. And then you got these ladders to get over the fence. Well, I tried to get him. He was there. Well, I lost the fly. I was chasing him. I saw him jumping. He was jumping over here in the corner, so I just tried to really reach it out there and put it in front of him. I caught a twig, and now that fly stays there forever in that log that I got caught on. All right, I just want to take the time to thank you again for sticking around for the whole video. I'm listening to you. They're getting longer. Trying. Some weeks it's tough. Some weeks it just works out. I really hope you enjoyed it. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button, please. We're almost at 500, which is one of our goals. 1,000's our big goal, so really appreciate you doing this for us. If you have any suggestions, please leave it in the comments below. Love to hear what you'd like to see about our life living out on the road in our big old Brinkley.